Well, have you considered spending a little time in Toledo? You know, this is one of the shows that we do that I'm always amazed at some of the things that we find in the Toledo area. Behind me, the Bass Pro Shop, just on the outskirts of Toledo. We're back at Tony Packos for some of their wonderful food. You will not believe the cathedral that we found. Stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show.
So many fun things to do here in Toledo, from art to museums to restaurants. Fun for the whole family. Kathy Miller from Destination Toledo told me about all of the fun events going on this summer, as well as the new things you could look forward to in the Toledo area. Well, Kathy, Toledo, a downtown area, is really a buzz and exciting with energy. What's new going on down here?
The Mud Hens organization is working on Hensville. It's going to be an entertainment district right adjacent to the ballpark, and there's going to be restaurants, there's going to be a really nice park that'll be available for concerts and festivals and different events, and you're going to see a lot of retail shops popping up, and it's being worked on right now. We're really, really excited about that.
Do you have anything going on for families, especially with kids?
Families. We're all about families in Toledo. The Toledo Zoo just opened their new aquarium this past March, and it's been getting rave reviews. They have touch tanks in there, and I noticed that the zoo and other attractions are getting more hands-on experiential. I think people like that. They like to get up close and personal. So they have touch tanks. You could touch sharks and stingray. They have floor-to-ceiling aquariums, the biggest being 93,000 gallons. They actually have a diver that'll be in there on a regular basis interacting with the audience. And they have 3 times more ocean fish than they do freshwater, which means you're going to get a lot more color, a lot more diversity, uniqueness, just going to be kind of like an eye-popping experience for people.
Well, how can we find out more information about all the great things to do in Toledo?
Well, you can call us at 1-800-243-4667. You can visit our website at visittoledo.org. You can order a visitor guide on our website, or you can look at the online visitor guide there as well. So there's options. Just come and see us. Our visitor guides are available in most hotels that you would stay in Toledo as well.
The Rosary Cathedral in Toledo is such a unique and beautiful place and should be experienced by one and all. Father Monty Hoyles told me more about its rich history and its upcoming 100th year celebration. Father Hoyles, tell me, what are the origins of Rosary Cathedral?
Well, it started in 1925 with Bishop Schrems, the first bishop of Toledo, selected the site, and the following 2 bishops then had a part in planning the cathedral and getting it started, and then it was ultimately finished by Bishop Alter, Carl Alter, and dedicated in 1940, just before he left for Cincinnati to become the archbishop there.
What are some of the unique features of the cathedral?
Well, the cathedral is the only Spanish plateresque cathedral in the United States. Beautiful in its architecture, in its uniqueness, particularly the grandness of it. We have great frescoes, the apse, for example, the Coronation of Mary, the ceilings, the mysteries along the side aisles are absolutely beautiful. And what's unique about it is that the marbles, the woods come from all over the world. The stone comes from Indiana, the outside stone. The people who have been the artists of the cathedral have been from all over the world. So it's sort of a collection of the people from Toledo who have come here from different areas and have brought their talents and brought their heritage with them. So it's an example of Toledo.
Well, you're celebrating your 100th anniversary. Tell us what the celebration is going to include.
Celebration is the 100th anniversary of the parish, And it will include a whole weekend of events. Friday evening on the 28th of August, we will have a family picnic here for everyone. On Saturday, there's a Mass at 5 o'clock on the 29th, followed by a dinner gala. And then following that on Sunday at 10 a.m., Bishop Thomas, the Bishop of Toledo, will have a Mass, and then that will be followed by a brunch for everyone as well.
Sounds wonderful. Tell us how we can find out more information.
More information on Rosary Cathedral can be found on our website at rosarycathedral.org.
Well, a trip to Toledo would not be complete without a stop to Tony Packos Cafe. Here you'll enjoy world-famous hot dogs and other Hungarian delights. Tony Packo Jr. told me more about their history and their 5 locations around the Toledo area. For those who don't know, give us a little bit of history about Tony Packos.
Thank you, Renee. I'm glad you guys could be here today. The history goes back to 1932. This was a neighborhood bar, saloon, you would want to call that. And we were here at one small part of the restaurant, and it's expanded over the 83 years that we've been here to quite a large extent now. A lot of additions in the 30s, in the 40s, 50s, and all the way down to just a few years ago we've expanded here.
Yeah, well, you've got so many famous mentions and things going on. Tell us about that.
Well, a lot of the famous celebrities that have been in here and politicians and sports figures have had the honor, we've had the honor to have them sign one of our hot dog buns. And now we've got about 4,000 hot dog buns on our walls. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
You actually made food, is that correct, for the space shuttle? What's the story on that?
Donald Thomas, one of the astronauts, requested that he take our hot dog sauce and our hot dogs into space on one of his missions. And it took a while to get it packed up and dehydrated, and he took it up there, and now we can say our hot dog sauce is out of this world.
That's awesome. Now, there's more than just hot dogs here, though. Tell us about what your menu offers.
Well, there's a lot of items on the menu that we're very famous for, but I think because we do sell quite a number of hot dogs, Tony Packo hot dogs, we still also sell a lot of the traditional Hungarian dishes, stuffed cabbage, chicken paprikash, a number of different Hungarian soups and dumplings. So it's a lot more diverse than just hot dogs.
There's no excuse to not stop here because there's a location close to everything. How can we find out more information about Tony Packos?
You could go to tonypackos.com and you could find our menu, the locations, and our hours.
Stay up to date on the latest events and information by visiting onacolumbus.com. It's easy to catch up on previous episodes, guests, upcoming event info, and so much more. onacolumbus.com. For lights, action, and excitement, we are at the Hollywood Casino Toledo. Boy, they have a lot going on here, and even a summer concert series. We had an opportunity to talk to Frank Quigley about some of the things that are coming up here during the summer. A beautiful, beautiful facility you have here. Let's talk about some of the gaming opportunities the customers are going to find if they come to visit Toledo.
Well, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you guys coming up here. Well, you can see we have 125,000 square feet of casino space, brand new, shiny casino. It's been just about 3 years, just a little over 3 years old now. 2,000 of latest and greatest slot machines. We have 60 table games or traditional table games. You have blackjack, craps, roulette, and then the mix of what we like to call carnival games, which would be 3-card poker and the bonus games in that.
You guys have got some great food opportunities. I'm sure it's the same here. Talk about that with us a little bit.
Yeah, we do. I'm very proud of the food operation here. I'm very proud of the team. Our food and beverage director, Stephen Greer, has put together 4 wonderful food venues here. We have our Take 2 Grill, where customers can go in and get a quick grab-and-go sandwich, pizza, burger type kind of thing. We have a really cool epic buffet, has all the the culinary experiences from across the globe, all you can eat. And then we have right over here, we have our Scene Sports Bar, which is a really high-end sports bar where you can go in and watch the Buckeyes games in the fall, and we have from what I understand, what I hear, we have the most beers on tap in the area there, so that's pretty cool. And we have our Final Cut steak and seafood house. It was interesting. We were talking. He asked me how long I've been in the business. I've been in the business a long time and experienced a whole lot of different high-end food venues. And I must say, after my 35 years, this is the best culinary experience from a high-end perspective I've ever had.
You might understand you got a summer concert series coming up here. Unfortunately, we don't have these down our way, but tell us a little bit about that. Maybe people want to come see yours.
Yeah, summer concert series here is very exciting. We're all pumped up about it. We just recently started off on 4th of July weekend. We had Mike Epps in a comedy jam, and we had Melissa Etheridge and Blondie on that Sunday on the 5th. Packed the place. Last weekend we had 3,000 people here for the Chippendales, and the place was just rocking. Going forward, we have a lot of acts. Heart is coming on the 31st. Very excited about that. If you're a 70s rocker like myself, we'll have a good time with Heart. A couple country groups coming up. We have Travis Tritt coming in, and we also have Gary Allen that's going to close it up. In between there, we have Gladys Knight and the Pips and the OJs, the Ella Yuli. Great. You can actually go to our website and see all the acts we have. We have quite a few, and we're really excited about it.
For a delicious dining experience, Mansi Steakhouse in downtown Toledo is a must-see. They've been here for almost 100 years. Gus Mansi told me more about their fabulous menu and ongoing renovations. Well, Gus, this is a fabulous place. Tell us a little bit of a background about Mansi Steakhouse.
Sure. We were founded in 1921 by my grandfather at this very location. So for almost 95 years, we've been serving great steaks to Toledo, Northwest Ohio.
Well, that's amazing, 95 years. And you're a family-owned business. You still working it with your brothers, I understand?
Absolutely. I'm here every day with my first cousin, Mike, and we have brothers that operate other restaurants throughout the greater Toledo area.
Well, you must be doing something right because it's still going strong. And I understand you just did a major renovation and are working on more. What does some of the future plans hold for Mansi's?
About 9 months ago, we practically gutted this entire building that was built in 1901 and just restored it. New booths, tables, chairs, redid all the woodwork and the flooring also.
Above and beyond all of that is the food. Tell us what delicious things we're going to eat when we come here.
Well, we're best known for our steaks when we have great seafood, lobster, king crab, fresh fish. Our fresh fish became so popular, we decided to do a fish house. So we still concentrate on steaks here.
So tell us a little bit more about the dining experience here.
Absolutely. I mean, in addition to serving great steaks, we have over 300 kinds of wine on our wine list. We take a lot of pride in cellaring the wine at 58 degrees. We have just a bakery in-house, a butchery in-house. We do everything from scratch, and we're real proud about that. The veal stock that goes into our French onion soup takes 15 hours to make. So we do things the way my grandfather did, kind of that time-honored process of how they used to cook 50, 80 years ago. We take no shortcuts.
So how can we find out more about Mansi's Steakhouse?
Sure, visit us on our website at mancys.com. Reservations are gladly accepted. If you're passing through town, we're just about a half a mile off I-75, just a little north of I-80 Ohio Turnpike.
Well, if you're visiting Toledo, whether it's for a week or a few days, we have the perfect place for you. It is the Hilton Garden Inn, located in Perrysburg. You're going to want to stay here. It's within walking distance to wonderful comedy clubs and great restaurants. We had an opportunity to talk to Andrea Clare about some of the amenities here. Tell us a little bit about the Hilton Garden Inn.
Well, we're located in Levis Commons, which is an outdoor upscale shopping and entertainment district. We have 184 guest rooms and just about under 20,000 square feet of flexible meeting space.
What are some of the amenities people are going to find here if they're coming down from Columbus to visit?
Well, if you show up here, we're going to have in your guest room refrigerators, microwaves, Keurig coffee makers, adjustable sleep system in the beds. We have a full-service conference center. We serve breakfast every day. We have a great lounge that opens up at 5 in the evening with a full bar. And then, as I said, the full conference facility with catering as well.
Now, there's a lot within just a few miles of the hotel, right?
Oh, actually in walking distance. The Levis, there's a variety of different stores, restaurants, a comedy club, movie theater, so pretty much anything for the full family needs.
And those folks come up here and actually do some events, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we've had various associations come up for their annual conferences. We have about 70 or more weddings every year that take place in our conference center. So there's a lot of stuff going on. We're constantly busy and sold out a lot during the week and on weekends.
Yeah, I would imagine. What's one of the most popular attractions in the area for people to come up here and enjoy if you're just coming up for a weekend, maybe from Columbus?
Well, there's a lot to do in the area, and all really within about an hour's drive, whether it's going out to Put-in Bay, going to Cedar Point. But the great thing is here in Levis is you don't have to get in your car and drive anywhere. You can walk all over the place. It's a safe community and a ton of things to do. And the town center itself usually has events going on, whether it be an art fair or sandcastle building, you name it.
So give us a more way to get some more information.
Well, you can call the hotel directly. It's 419-873-0700, or you can log right onto our website, www.toledoperrysburg.hgi.com.
For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
Well, Perrysburg is located a little south of Toledo with great things like a farmer's market, custom car shows, and don't forget the historic Fort Meigs. We learned more about it from Sandy Latcham. She told us what you can find in the Perrysburg community. Perrysburg is a wonderful place south of the Toledo area, but tell us some other things about Perrysburg.
Perrysburg is the place to be. People want to live here. It's a safe town. People take a lot of pride here. We have tons of activities going on. One thing we're especially proud of is our Perrysburg Farmers Market, which runs May through October on Thursday evenings. We have over 100 vendors. And then we have music at the market, which is very popular. It's a free concert.
Fort Meigs, that is up here, a great historic site. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, sure. A lot of historic buffs come up here to go to our Fort Meigs, which we're very proud of. It is the largest walled fort in the United States. It sits on 10 acres. There's a museum there, and across the street from the fort is also another museum with all kinds of Perrysburg artifacts. So it does bring a lot of people.
The big news up here is, of course, you guys are coming into your 200th bicentennial next year, right? And you've got a lot of neat events planned. There's a big 4-day event. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Thank you. Yes, we do. Our lovely town is going to be turning 200 actually next April. So we're going to be having a big birthday party. We have a lot of people on board, very excited. People just want to do all kinds of things. So we're having parades, we're having celebrations, we're having vendor booths.
Is it true the kids made the logo? You had a contest?
Yes, there are 2 kids from, I believe, the elementary school. So we have 2 logos that we're going to be using on different things.
Where do we learn more information about Perrysburg?
Well, if you go to our website, it's visitperrysburg.com, and we'd love to have you.
Sounds like a great time. Come up, check out the fort and some of the great things you do up here. Sandy, good to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you.
For a unique shopping experience and also fun activities for the whole family, Leavens Market and Outdoor Living is a must-stop on your way to Toledo. Chad told me more about their unique gift items, including their fountain room that has fountains from all over the country. So, Chad, what makes Leavens Market and Outdoor Living so different from what you'd find in a box store?
Well, we take special care to our customers and give them what a box store can't. We have very unique items, and we shop a lot of local artisans and bring the best to our customers that you just frankly can't find in a volume store.
So tell us, where do you find these wonderful fountains, and what's the history behind all this?
Well, the history is this was a family farm, and the building, actually this barn was built in the 1890s, and this was all farmland, and the previous farmers that owned this sold off the land and kept this as a market for the last 30 years. 4 years ago, I purchased it and turned it into the retail establishment it is today, and it's been very successful so far.
Where do you find these unique fountains? Because I've never seen anything like this. You've got such a selection.
Well, the neat thing about this business as a garden center is we close in January and reopen in March. So during those months I can travel, and I look for stuff everywhere I go. Atlanta, California, wherever I can find unique items, I have it shipped in.
Well, this is more than just a garden center. It's actually a destination for people. What makes that so? What kind of activities do you offer for people that want to make this their destination?
Well, actually our biggest season is fall, and we do a lot of pumpkins. We grow our own pumpkins. We do hay rides. We bring in camels for the kids to ride. A mini petting zoo. We have little pigs, goats, rabbits, Kids absolutely love that. We also do a big fairy garden business here with classroom instruction. We have canvas and wine parties for the adults, and it's just a lot of fun.
It does sound like a lot of fun. How can we find out more if we're going to come up to Toledo?
Well, you could go to our website at leavensmarket.com, or what most people do is Facebook, because that's where we post all of our events and specials.
Well, Bass Pro Shops is just one of the reasons to visit Rossford. We had an opportunity to talk to Beth Jensen from the CVB about some of the things that you're going to find here and some of the things you can do in the area, plus some great development land. Well, Beth, good to have you and Rossford CVB on the show today.
Thank you.
And to learn a little bit about this area. Why would travelers want to stay in this area?
Well, the best reason is of the location. You know, we are at the crossroads of I-75 and the Ohio Turnpike, so it gives you great access to Northwest Ohio. All the attractions in Toledo are within minutes away, and jump on the Turnpike and you can get to Cedar Point and everything over at the lake.
What's within minutes that people can come and do here?
Well, we're just down here at Bass Pro right now. We're just down from the hotels, and Bass Pro has fabulous activities for everyone on the weekends. You know, they've got their boat shows, camping shows, all kinds of things. During the week right now, through the end of July, they have camps, summer camps every day, Tuesday through Friday. So we've got lots of kids in here, lots of families. There's also shopping. Just over on Route 20, we have tons of national retailers, restaurants. We've got some great local restaurants. Our downtown has some nice shops, and it's just down the street from Hollywood Casino, which I know you visited too.
You're hosting Chautauqua 2016. So what is that, and tell us a little bit about that event.
Well, we had the Chautauqua in 2013, and it is a living history tent show. They come for the week. They have adult and children's workshops every day, Monday through Friday, or actually Tuesday through Saturday. And then each night they have a living history show under a giant tent with 500 seating. It's all free to the public. There's 5 characters, and those are presented in character each night. So it's fabulous. It's put on by the Ohio Humanities in Columbus. So it's just a great event. They pick 4 communities every summer, and we're fortunate enough to have been honored with it for 2016 again next year.
Well, how do we learn more information?
Well, you can go to our website, which is visitRossfordohio.com. You can actually sign up on there if you'd like to get our visitor guide, and we'll send that to you.
So expect big things to come, right?
Yep, I expect that. Absolutely.
Fantastic, Beth. Thanks so much for being on the show. Well, you know, while we were in the Toledo area, we found some fantastic Mexican food, and we decided to drop by. It's called Cocina de Carlos, and it is fabulous. And a lot of unique history here, including the slide. And Cesar told us more. A lot of history to this building. Tell us a little bit about some of the history, what this used to be before it was a Mexican restaurant.
So this building was built in the 1840s, 1860s. It used to be a blacksmith. About 30 or 40 years ago, it got turned into a restaurant called Smetlab's Smitty's. There's a whole history behind who Smetlab's is.
You have a slide. How did that get in here?
From what I've been hearing from people here in town, it's been here for years. It's been here for the last 20, 30 years. It's actually a fire escape for the second story.
You have a real tree that you painted here in the building. Tell us a little bit about that.
The tree, I have no clue how they got it in here in the first place. When we got the place, we're working with this lady, Heather. She helped us decorate the place, and she told us, "Oh my God, I love that tree. Paint it blue for me, and I'll do magic with it." And she did some great stuff.
Tell us about your menu here and some of the food that you have and what's most popular.
Okay, so by far this is our most popular plate here. It's called a Don Charlie. Half of a pineapple, fresh pineapple, grilled onions, grilled mushrooms. It's filled with your choice of meat. You can get steak, you can get chicken, shrimp. Then we put it in an oven, bake some cheese on top of it, complement it with some guacamole, some rice, some beans, and of course some tortillas. We also have street tacos are also one of our specialties. Or pork, carnitas pork here, it's to die for. You gotta try that when you're here. We got Carlos's dad, which is Carlos Sr. He's got a secret recipe for that shredded pork, and it's just amazing.
So Cesar, how do we learn more information about Cocina de Carlos?
You can visit our website at cocinadecarlos.com. We have a full menu there, drink specials, a little history of the place, also a little history of our hometown in Mexico. Or you can call the phone number 419-878-0261.
Back in Columbus, check out these businesses in our local business spotlight.
Well, how about being creative or fun for all ages? Are those words that you like? Well, we have found the place that you want to come out and try. It's called Marcy's Playground, and you can come in and paint some beautiful things that you can take home, whether you're an adult, a child, whether it's a date night, or a bachelorette party. We talked to Mary Jo Shell and learned more. For our viewers who don't know what a Marcy's Playground is, what would you tell them?
Marcy's Playground is a paint-your-own pottery studio. We have lots of pre-fired bisque, which is clay. You can come in and items are ready for you to paint.
And it's something not only for children, but for adults, right? You service people of all ages.
That is correct. A majority of our people that come in, they are children. They love to paint. They're very creative. We have teenagers, we have adults, we have seniors, you name it, and they'll come in to paint.
Not only that, but you're actually doing camps and things like that here, activities for the kids, right?
Sure. During the summertime, we have summer camps. They're every Wednesday. We let the children make an item out of clay, and then we follow a theme and we paint something from the studio. We also work with clay for Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, because normally clay we don't work with in the studio because it's a little more complicated.
So I understand you do birthday parties, and you actually have a party room here, and that place is amazing.
It is. We greatly enjoy our birthday parties. We have several party packages that parents can choose from. They're visible on our website. The children come in. The birthday child gets to put their handprint on the wall. There's balloons in the room. They get a pre-decorated plate that all their guests get to sign. So there's lots of little extras that go along with it. And they get the access to our party room for 2 hours. So we usually paint for an hour, and then the second hour it's food, it's presents, it's birthday cake, whatever they want to do. And it's fun for both the children and the parents.
Tell us how we get more information.
We have a webpage, marcysplayground.com. You can give us a call at the studio, 614-932-3000. We're also on Facebook, and we try and post our events there so that you can see what's happening here at the Playground.
A delicious yet affordable stop for families and sports fans alike is Grapevine Pizza, located at the Stone Ridge Shopping Center in Gahanna. Nick and I talked more about their quality ingredients and their family-friendly specials that you can enjoy today. Thank you so much for coming on Out and About Columbus. And I understand you are ex-military, and I want to say thank you for your service to our country. And fantastic, you started Grapevine Pizza. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've been here. This is our new location out here in Stone Ridge in Gahanna, and we've been here for a couple months now.
So tell us what we're going to find when we come here besides pizza.
Well, we have pastas, salads. We have 18 taps on draft. We have quite a few sandwich offerings. We got a great burger. So it's not just pizza, but pizza is our main thing.
Yeah, so what is so special about Grapevine Pizza?
Well, Grapevine Pizza, all our cheese comes in directly from Wisconsin. We bring it in in bricks. Everything's shredded in-house. We make our dough every day in the morning. Everything's done every day from scratch here. Nothing's brought in that's pizza-wise. It's not from scratch.
Well, I understand you also have a gluten-free pizza.
Yes. We have one of the best gluten-free pizzas around. We have a huge following for our gluten-free. It's arguably, I eat the gluten-free, and I don't have a gluten allergy. I just like it. It's very good.
You're also really family-oriented. Tell us about that.
We encourage families, even though there is a sports bar feel to this place, but we do have a family culture here, and we do a lot with Pee-wee leagues and a lot of sports teams. But our big emphasis is the American family. We're trying to get families to come out. Some restaurants you go out, you spend $100 on 4 people. You won't do that at a Grapevine. $30, $40, that's it.
Tell us how we can find you, and do you have a website?
We are in the Stone Ridge Shopping Center in Gahanna. We're between Stone Ridge Center.
Website?